Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the top 5 ways that I think you can naturally skyrocket your testosterone. There's a million ways you can get your testosterone to increase without taking steroids. You can do it naturally. But in my opinion, I feel like these are the 5 things which are going to give you the biggest return on your investment. So testosterone benefits, I've mentioned this before, it's just going to give you a massive increase in mood. Your ability to build muscle is going to massively increase, and your body's just going to be able to get rid of fat way easier, and that's going to be better for you. So your ability to focus and work hard is also going to drastically increase. And overall, this is just going to increase your life quality, it's going to increase your mental state, and things like that. So moving on to the first one, which is probably the most important one as well. This is sleep. This is really essential because your body builds testosterone when you sleep. This is when you actually are producing that testosterone. So a lack of sleep is just going to reduce your productive system for that builds testosterone in your body. So this is a massive one here, probably the most important by far. And yeah, obviously this is a massive issue today because people have 9 to 5 jobs they have to get to. People are staying up late watching TV, stuff like that. So this is a massive issue today. And obviously the sleep quality is just dropping year by year. So if you can nail this down and get this done and sort out your sleep, this is going to have a massive increase in your testosterone. Studies have shown that a decrease from 8 hours to 5 hours of sleep in men is going to cause a decrease in testosterone by 10 to 15% after just 1 week. So that is a massive drop. That is something you should be aware of. One other thing I want to mention is something called sleep efficiency. So this is the idea that the amount of time you actually spend in bed isn't the amount of time you spend asleep. This is because people are waking up at night, during the night and stuff like that, and sleep efficiency is normally around 80%. So yeah, this is something that a lot of people aren't aware of, but the amount of time you spend in bed doesn't equal the amount of time you sleep. So you shouldn't be, if you're waking up at 6 a.m., you shouldn't be going to bed at 10 a.m. and thinking that's going to give you the 8 hours you need, because it's actually not. So something I've been doing recently is I'm asleep by 10 p.m., so I get into bed at around 9:30, and then I wake up at 7:30. So that's 9.5 hours. That's going to give me the time I need to get that 8 hours sleep in, which is going to help me build testosterone. Second one is diet. I've mentioned this before. You want to be cutting out processed foods. They're terrible for testosterone. They're just pumped with sugar, man-made chemicals, stuff like that, which are not going to help you. They're just going to decrease testosterone. They're going to mess up your hormones, stuff like that. They're going to make you feel worse, which is also going to cause another testosterone decrease. So the best thing you can do is eat meat. These have got the essential amino acids that you need. You can't really get it from a plant-based diet because they don't have the amount of amino acids that you can find in meats like steak, chicken. Red meats are essentially very good. Salmon's going to help you as well. These all have the necessary nutrients and the fats that you need, which are going to build muscle. One thing to mention is you want to be optimizing healthy fats. Fats aren't actually bad for you as long as they're coming from sources like avocado, meat, chicken, stuff like that, steak, everything like that. Because these fats are what your body's going to use, which is going to create the testosterone for you. So you want to be avoiding bad fats, obviously, but healthy fats, they're going to be essential. Exercise, this is an important one as well. You want to be lifting as heavy as you can. You want to be aiming for 6 to 10 reps per set, and you want to be lifting heavy on those reps. You don't want to be going too high because then that's going to mean you can't lift as much weight, which is going to be worse for testosterone. And involving compound movements, this is also another essential one. The more muscles you can get involved, the better, because this is what's going to trigger the stress in your body, which is going to lead to that hormonal increase, which is going to force the production of testosterone. So lifting heavy, couple that with compound lifts, this is going to have a massive effect. And this is what's going to stimulate the release of testosterone. One other thing to mention is lifting heavy also reduces your calories. It's going to bang those down a little bit, so that's really going to help you get you within the optimal range to produce testosterone, which is 10 to 18%. If you're too shredded, your body's not going to have the fat it needs to produce testosterone. However, if you're too fat, that's going to increase your estrogen levels, and estrogen and testosterone work in opposite directions. So if estrogen goes up, your testosterone is just going to decrease. So yeah, you want to be getting within that 10 to 18% range, and the best way to do that is to just lift heavy. It's going to burn the most calories. Moving on to sunlight. This is really essential as well because sunlight triggers the reproduction, of vitamin D in the body. So you want to be getting a lot of sunlight. This is also a problem in today. People are waking up early, they're getting in the car, they're traveling to work, then maybe they're going to the gym afterward, which is good, but then they're traveling home and they're not, and then the sun's already setting, so they're really not getting the sunlight which they need, which is going to stimulate that testosterone increase. So this is a massive one. Low levels of vitamin D are directly linked with testosterone. One thing to mention is morning sunlight is especially beneficial. This is also actually going to help your sleep because when you wake up in the morning and you get outside and you get some sunlight, your brain's going to trigger to create melatonin in about 12 hours time, which is going to help you maintain your sleep schedule and your circadian rhythm. So that's essentially something really important there, getting sunlight in the morning. So I learned that from Andrew Huberman. And yeah, just getting low sunlight also decreases your cortisol levels, which we're going to talk about in a second, which is also going to boost testosterone. It's going to improve your dopamine and your mood, which also has an increase in testosterone as well. So sunlight's a really important one, and you want to be making sure you're maximizing your sunlight exposure if you can. Lowering stress levels. So high stress levels are going to lead to a decrease in testosterone. Lifestyle and having an active lifestyle or not an active lifestyle is really going to have a big impact on your levels of testosterone. So having high cortisol levels are just going to tank testosterone. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down, pretty similar to estrogen. Yeah, the higher stressed you are, the lower your testosterone is going to be. So modern day life, again, has set this up. You're just going to increase stress, stuff like uni, exams, jobs. People just have not active lifestyles, they're working stressful jobs, they're coming home, they're sitting on the couch. And having a lifestyle like that, your body's just going to tell itself that it doesn't need the testosterone, it's just going to stop creating testosterone. And that's just going to obviously lead to a decrease in testosterone. So, some solutions to this, what I've done is meditation. This has really helped me decrease my stress and it makes you less anxious as well. It helps you focus in on your work. You're not thinking about stuff all the time. You can zone in, you're in the zone, and yeah, you're just present in the moment. So that's helped me a lot. Regular exercise is massive. This goes back to our third point. So that's just going to stimulate an increase in your brain and stuff that's going to help you increase testosterone, like we mentioned before, and obviously low stress lifestyles because you want to be releasing those endorphins. You want to be regularly exercising, and yeah, that's just going to help you maintain your testosterone levels and then boost them as well. So, thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.